Hi, today I would like to speak about three race day shoes that for me look that are great shoes to run for hill strikers who want to run a marathon. These shoes are also good for people aiming time as mine on the marathons about 3:15 to 4 hours, 3:15. So I would speak about three shoes that have similar characteristic, similar weight, and they are not the fastest one, but they are quite fast and quite reliable. The first one would be Hoka Rocket version 3. The second one is New Balance SC Elite 5. And the third one is Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 3. About the specs, they have more or less the similar specs. What I saw the specs from the producers, but also I was measuring the shoes this morning. So let's say Rocket is officially 220 grams, Elite 213, and Deviate Nitro Elite is 209. I was measuring this morning in my size US 11, and I got 227 for Rocket, 227 for this one, 231 gram for Elite, and 226 for the Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 3. So more or less they are the same weight. There's difference in the gram. They are not the lightest one. We have Metaspeed and Puma Faster 3 that are lighter racer. This one are about, let's say, of the previous generation of the racers. Then about the heel stack, they are all of them are with 40 millimeters heel stack. That is up to the maximum for legal racing. So with all of them, you can run races and win the races, wouldn't be disqualified. About the drop, we have a drop of 7 millimeters by this one, by the Rocket. Then a drop of 8 millimeters by the Elite 5, and also 8 millimeters by the Deviate Nitro Elite 3. So as you can see, the drop is also similar, and that is also kind of the design requirement for the heel striker, that the drop should be about 8 millimeters or more. Then about the outsole, if you see the outsole, they have good outsole in the let's say for wet roads. Elite SC Elite 5, you see, you can notice it, and also some tests were proving that. Also by Deviate Nitro Elite is also great, and by Rockets is also quite a good, probably not great for a nut roads, for wet roads. Then about the durability, that this one has the best durability, but I cannot say at this moment. I have run less kilometers with this one, so we'll see in the future. About the upper, as you can see, this Rocket 3 has the most breathable upper and should be probably best for the summer. The upper of the other two are also good, breathable, but not so as the other one, almost invisible. So the uppers, they all have a good upper, but the Rocket has a bit better. Then about how they fit. To be honest, I feel at this one, at the Rocket 3, I feel that it's a bit narrow at this part. So that's why I was not racing a marathon yet. I'm probably doing one of the for next 10 kilometers with this one. I will have a look, but at this one, the fit is an issue, that it's a bit narrow at this part, the upper part. About the Deviate Nitro Elite is too narrow at this part. So when I was running my last marathon with them, I got my fourth two nails were simply damaged. So that was kind of the showstopper for this one, using it for the next marathons. About this one, they have a medium normal fit, then it's not narrow. It looks narrow, and then it's a predecessor Elite 4, but this one is quite of the fit is quite okay, also for me with the wide foot. About the midsole, here we have traditional PIBA midsole that it was also released 2025, but it's a PIBA midsole. It is from a few years ago, so it's a bit point that will probably be improved by New Balance in the next releases. Here is also similar PIBA midsole foam, and yeah, and by here by the Deviate Nitro Elite we have another foam, advanced TPU foam, that is quite better, more durable, and even faster. So the midsole is probably the best at this shoe, and might be that this one is the faster than the rest, but I cannot confirm or debate that, but that is the impression what the people are setting. So if you say how they ride, I would say here I have a big comfort, very comfortable shoe, good cushioning, soft ride, but not too soft. So that's kind of the soft, maybe too soft for 10 kilometers, but for marathon it's a great. About this one, I haven't run so much, but I noticed that it has a good rocker geometry. It's very easy to run or on a pace close to the marathon pace. At some moment, at one workout, I experienced that it was a bit difficult to go somewhere on 10K pace or lower. So that is kind of a tension point that I had to confirm about this one. And about Puma, I have done many semi-long runs, with faster finish, and also marathon. It's quite a good shoe to pick up a pace for tempo runnings, but also for the marathon. So this one is maybe the fastest shoe, but my issue with this one is the narrow toe box. It's too narrow, this toe box, so it might cost you your toenails. So if you want to take that risk, it's okay. Or if you have a narrow foot, then it's a great. Then it will be the best choice. Also with Deviate Nitro Elite is great shoe for the people who are not only heel striker. This is a shoe that fits everybody. So it works great also for the midfoot and forefoot strikers. About this one, I think it's quite okay. That would be also ideal for people aiming 3:30 or between 3:15 to 3:30 at the marathon. I'm not sure that that I could go too fast with this one. The good point of this shoe is the stability. It's also, as you can notice, it's a bit wide and it's stable. So that is a good point of this shoe. And the speed is maybe kind of an issue that I would have to test it further to have a good orientation and impression about that one. And about this one, it was a good positive surprise of New Balance. Comparing to the Elite 4, for me it's much better shoe, quite a good, also reliable racer. Not the lightweight, but all of these shoes are not the lightest, but they're also all great shoes. So to be honest, I think that all three of them are great shoe and should fit for heel striker and for people running about from 350 to 345. Then for a marathon there would be all of them were great. I think it's pity that this one is narrow here, otherwise would be probably that would be the fastest one. And also with the price, this one is the cheapest one. It was about 20 to 40 euros at the European market, but also on sales I got it about 200. This one was initially 250, but at this moment is also end of 2025. It's also about 200 euros. And this one is the most expensive, but most comfortable. It was 280. I could manage to get it for 250 on some of the sales. But all of them are great shoes. And the question is, what is your foot size? If you have a bit wider foot and you want a comfort, then it's the best choice. And if you have a narrow foot, this one would be the best choice. And yeah, this is something in between. So all of these three shoes, if you buy any of them, you wouldn't make a mistake, but you should test them and check if they are good for your foot. So I would say go test them and buy one of them, and you have a great marathon experience next season. That was for today. Please tell me what are your experience with this kind of shoes, or maybe you have another ideas of heel striker shoes. Please put it as a comment in the sections. So thank you and bye.